Hello. First of all, I'd like to say I apologize for my look. I've been out all day and my bangs are now to the point where they're too long, to the point where I can't swoop them over so that they're out of my face, and I can't put them down because then they cover my face, and this is about all you can see, roughly. So, today was a very good day. I went to a swing dance thing for the first time in Grand Rapids, and that was a lot of fun. I I didn't dance much. There was this one guy I danced with, but it was just kind of awkward since I didn't know him at all, and decided I'm just gonna wait till I go with someone that makes me more comfortable, and it actually looks like a lot of fun, and I'd really like to. I did want to do a few of the line dances, but I didn't really know the dances, so I just kind of watched, and hopefully I'll remember some of it, and maybe next time I'll jump in. But it was nice, very nice. Um, I there was somebody that got proposed to, which was really cute, but at the same time, it was in front of like I don't even know how many people were there, but there are a lot, and it's just like that's a lot of people to be in front of, and I'm not a huge fan of that. Excuse me. Personally, I would prefer to be like sitting in my living room somewhere and just be like sitting next to the guy, and he just looks at me and says, "Hey, you want to get married?" And I say, "Sure, why not?" But then I think about it, and maybe a little less casual. Maybe you could still like make it romantic, have a nice dinner at home or something. Or just somewhere where we're by ourselves and I don't feel the pressure of a million people to be like, "Hey, you're on the Jumbotron. Do you want to marry me?" "No, I don't want to marry you. You're making people look at me and I'm wearing a baseball cap and I look like crud." Of course, if you propose to me at a baseball game, that's a bad place since I don't want to be there. If it was hockey, maybe, but no, even then. However, she did take me to a play, but then you can't just get up during the play and be like, "Hey, you want to get married?" And then the audience will throw popcorn, or actually, I don't think they have popcorn. They'll throw something at you and be like, "We're trying to watch them do their thing." And anyway, that was my tangent on that. But I don't understand what going through a guy's mind when they're like, "Oh, I'm going to make a girl stand up in front of all these people and force her to say yes to me. What if she wants to say no? Then she just looks like a terrible person because she's going to say no to you in front of all those people." So she's kind of forced to say yes, and then later she's like, I said yes, but I didn't mean it. And then either way, she just is a huge bad word. And so, the only conclusion I could have is why you'd want to force her to say yes is maybe if you like screwed up super bad and you're trying to make it up to her. So you're like, "Hey, I'll just propose in front of all these people so that she's stuck with me." But that's not really how it works, except for in movies, which movies are not true at all. Everyone knows this. I mean, look at the Disney movies. They have the perfect hair, they go in the woods, they sing a song, suddenly there's a little blue jay on her finger, and she's singing to it, and then it sings the notes back to her, and then suddenly she's asleep somewhere, and a prince comes in and is like, "Hey, I'll kiss her, and she'll be with me forever," and that happens, and no, that's not how it works. If I am sleeping and somebody comes and kisses me randomly, they're going to be hit with the nearest blunt object I have, in this case with a guitar. Or an alarm clock. So take your pick, I guess. Either way, you're getting your head bashed in. Maybe not that extreme. I'm kind of grumpy when I'm woken up out of nowhere. So it also depends on who it is. I might be okay with a few people, but not very many. Gosh, I look like a hobo. Oh well, I can't look pretty all the time. I did look awfully nice today, though. I had my nice red dress, my earrings. In general, I looked actually quite nice. Now I kind of look like old and bags under my eyes. I look like I'm 50. Maybe that's an exaggeration. I hope it's an exaggeration. Do I look like I'm 50? Um, and things have been good for me lately. I have been less stressed. I've been reading more, so I've been distracting my brain from like thinking that I have some horrible disease or everyone hates me. Because I've come to the conclusion that my brain has two sides, and I'm not talking about the left and right sides, I'm aware of that. I mean, it has the good side that's like, "Yeah, you can do this, you're great, you're awesome, you can do this," all this stuff that's positive, and there's this one little side that like takes over everything. It's like, "You're dying of cancer," and then also everyone hates you, and you screw up everything, and you're a terrible person, and you know how that goes. And somehow this bad side just kind of is like going to kill that side. And no. So this whole reading thing has been keeping my mind busy. I mean, when I get off for a while, it's like I'm happy because the characters I'm reading about are in a good place, and or if they're in a bad place and I or if they're in a bad spot and then I start thinking about all my bad spots and I'm like, oh no, what about that person and what about that person and bam, I'm depressed again. But then I start reading some more. They're in a good place, and then I'm like, happy, happy, joy, joy. Let's listen to music and dance around and stuff. Because that's what I do when I'm super happy is I dance because they, I guess that's a good thing. I don't dance in front of people, but I can dance in my room and do my whole like nerdy look at me. I'm doing the twist thing, but this video is going much better. For some reason, my internet kept cutting out, and it was getting really annoying. It's been doing it all night, and it's driving me nuts. I hope to get a haircut soon. I'm tired of looking like a hobo. Which I don't look like a hobo. In fact, today I was fairly happy with how I looked. I already said that, didn't I? Lately, I've been happy with how I looked. There's been a couple days where I've been self-conscious, but I don't know. Lately, it's been very nice. Look in the mirror and I'm like, hey, I'm not that bad looking. And then I start eating like 5 cheeseburgers, and I'm like, God, I'm a fatty. And then I run on the treadmill, which I haven't, which is why I feel like my face is like chubbing out because I feel like I've gained a million pounds. I've only gained 3 pounds since I got back from school, which I am okay with because I mean, what's the big deal? It's 3 pounds. I'll lose it in a week at school anyway. So really, I need to just get back on that treadmill and I'll be fine. But it's like a mental thing. I'm not bigger. I know I'm not. I look in the mirror and I'm like, fine. I look at my mirror when I'm done eating food and I'm like, gosh, why do I look so big? And then I run on the treadmill and then I'm like, I ran on the treadmill. I feel so tiny. I bet I could eat like this whole cow and still be skinny. And then, of course, later in the day, I'm like, why did I eat so much? You know this happens every time. But no, I'm not going to learn because I'm female and females never learn from things. How we try and convince the other gender that we're the more intellectual race, I don't understand because frankly, we don't learn from anything. Except for we think we learn from things because we know we shouldn't date those one guys. But then we do because that's what we do. Even I do it. I know I do. Sort of. I've at least got some brain up there that's telling me no, don't go out with a guy that tells you that you're a loser on a daily basis. That's in general a good idea. And so I got that at least. I think. I don't know. I'm not good at the whole guy thing. Guys scare me. But that's what happens when you're socially awkward and you can't talk to people. Anywho, I think I've rambled enough. I'm just extremely bored. I might actually post this one because I think I was actually funny for once. Um, so is that all I have to say? Yeah, I think it is. So, thanks for wasting your time.